Hi everyone, I'm Tara Bennett. Thank you for logging in to view my presentation about the evolution of Sesame Workshop. Sesame is near and dear to my heart as I started out my my career with a focus in child psychology and early childhood development. So I was very excited that I was assigned to week 5. The organization was founded by Joan Cooney and Lloyd Morissette during a dinner party conversation about whether or not TV could be used to educate young children. Their goal was to provide free public television broadcasting that would enhance early childhood education and could be offered to all children and better prepare them for school. Cooney proceeded to conduct research along with Morissette through conversations with early childhood professionals, parents, and children. She presented the research to Morissette and Carnegie. After raising $8 million from various sponsors such as Carnegie, Ford Foundation, the U.S. Department of Education, and the newly founded Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the show was created. In 1968, the Children's Television Workshop was created, and the show was aired on Public Broadcasting Television Network in 1969. The show is based on teaching children about emotions, ethics, and life skills. Within 10 years, the show was being watched by over 9 million young children on a daily basis in America. It went on to produce more than 4,500 episodes in 120 different countries. It won 11 Grammy Awards and more than 150 Emmy Awards. Over the years, Sesame Workshop went on to find other sources of revenue through children's literature, licensing, foreign income, DVD and CD sales, and much more, which allowed it to continue free broadcasting through PBS. The company even expanded to offer versions of broadcasting to serve children with English as a second language. Sesame Workshop faced a number of challenges during the next several decades. The introduction and popularity of cable TV and pay TV created other viewing options and became, quite frankly, more attractive to parents and to children. We entered the digital age where other forms of entertainment presented themselves via digital devices. In the efforts to get children to recognize healthy eating habits, the Cookie Monster was being criticized for being part of the childhood obesity crisis. Between 2006 and 2012, DVD sales royalties and licensing revenue declined tremendously, with a 70% decline in DVD sales and a 50% decline in licensing revenue. Other networks began jumping on board with child-focused and education-based television, such as Nickelodeon and Disney. Sesame Street was faced with severe competition from shows such as Dora the Explorer and Blue's Clues. The Sesame brand was quickly losing popularity. The significant revenue declines began in 2012. The organization had a $15 to $18 million deficit by 2013 of the broadcasted show alone, and had to reduce the workforce by 10%. If something didn't change, the company would not survive. When the fourth CEO resigned in 2014, the board of directors reached out to Jeffrey Dunn, and he took the reins. Dunn came with a rich set of credentials. He had served as the president and CEO of Hit Entertainment, which produced Thomas the Tank Engine, the COO of Noggin, a production of Nickelodeon Networks, and president of Nickelodeon Film Enterprises. Dunn also was an Advanced Leadership Initiative Fellow at Harvard University. Most importantly, he believed in the mission of Sesame Workshop, and he believed that they could improve. His fellowship came in handy as not-for-profit leadership was new to Dunn, and he quickly learned that it required a unique approach. Dunn jumped right into the role. He began soliciting feedback from top executives, immersing himself into meetings at various levels, and actively listening. He took action by reorganizing the leadership and the operational structure. He devised a leadership team of current leaders who showed loyalty and positive outlooks, and added leaders from outside the company that Dunn knew were strong and trustworthy. The organization itself was split into 2 sectors, creating different reporting structures and communication strategies. And while the change brought some disruption, the mission continued to unite them. Dunn went on to renegotiate broadcasting rights with PBS. He struck a deal with HBO that would allow for the funding for the production of the show, including online streaming platforms. The deal with HBO caused concern for some, They believed it could veer away from the company's mission to offer education to all children at no cost. He also made a goal to increase individual donations and gifts from what was currently 3% to 20 to 25% over the next 5 to 10 years. He used leadership strategies to instill trust, such as leading effective and productive meetings, reorganizing the operations to have less silos, and being an active listener. Overall, Don has been very successful in his role. As I stated earlier, many were concerned about losing sight of the purpose and mission of Sesame workshops, but Dunn made sure to transform the mission to keep its value while making it fit the current audience. Dunn reminds us that the people that are the customers are small children. Their needs change as the world changes around us. They are getting bigger faster, they are getting smarter faster, and that requires the approach to change. Dunn was able to find innovative and creative strategies to keep Sesame Workshop in good financial standing while also remaining committed to the company's mission. Dunn implemented sound decision-making methods for financial stability by finding necessary funding. The brand awareness increased to 32 to 48%, and the pre-tax earnings increased significantly. Dunn projected an earning of $9.9 million against a $4 million budget. By the end of the fiscal year, the earnings were $11.9 million. Dunn gave Sesame Workshop a future. He reinvented the future outlook of Sesame by focusing on educational technology, establishing Sesame Ventures, forming a partnership with IBM Watson to create interactive products based on research and innovative digital options, creating Sesame Studios on a YouTube channel, turning around the negative reputation of the Cookie Monster by redirecting the character's message, and exploring options for expanding the theme parks, possibly in the future. With financial and operational growth, I'd say that Dunn has definitely been successful in his role, and he will continue to carry out the mission of helping kids everywhere grow smarter, stronger, and kinder. Thank you.